everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Irene. I hope you're all doing well. This month is going to be the 3rd year anniversary of me moving to France. Moving to France has not all been sunshine and roses, I must tell you the truth, but one of the best aspects of it has been my style evolution. Shopping here is incredibly fun. Watching other women, getting inspired by them and experimenting with my own style has really evolved it and improved it. I think I'm much more confident with my style now than I was when I first arrived, and I also make choices that I can break apart as exactly why I'm choosing a certain piece. When I say timeless pieces, usually we confuse that with basics, right? Basics are white t-shirts and striped shirts, right? That's not what I mean though. Items that work for you, your personal style, the cuts and colors and aesthetics that work for you, and keeping those and updating them as the time goes by, right? That's what timeless means. So for example, the other day on social media I saw someone posting about Helena Bonham Carter. Years ago she was wearing the same kinds of clothes, and today she still does, but it's new pieces that are updated and they make sense in 2023. That's what it means to have a timeless wardrobe and a timeless style, a style that you can upgrade as years go by. Another thing that I learned from living here in France and observing the women here is how they place importance to both style and comfort. So if years ago you asked me, which do you prioritize, style, beauty or comfort, I would say style, and I learned how wrong that answer is. I think that both answers would be wrong because I do care about my style, clearly. I have a fashion channel here, but I also care about comfort because I think when you're not comfortable in clothing, one, you never wear that, it just rots in your wardrobe, two, you don't look good wearing it, you feel uncomfortable, your face is all weird and you just keep tugging and pulling at your clothes and you're in pain. For example, with certain shoes, I never buy uncomfortable shoes anymore. I'm over that. I don't ever wear heels except for like comfortable heels, for example. When you're comfortable in a clothing item or like an outfit, it shows, and it shows in confidence, and it shows in your whole mood and just the vibe that you generally give off. And it's super important. I think that your vibe is as important as any piece of clothing that you can wear in an outfit. So the third thing that is one of the most important lessons I've learned is how to create a good silhouette that matches my body type, right? This is not something that is universal. Everybody needs to figure it out for themselves because everybody has a different body type. I see some people posting on social media things like, oh, your outfit, you need to fix it because it's top heavy, it's bottom heavy, it's this heavy and that heavy. It can absolutely apply, but it really depends on your body type, and sometimes top heavy looks good on someone and bottom heavy looks good on someone else. This is something that French people have figured out, but I also did notice that a lot of French women like to wear more balanced outfits, so they like classic cuts. They tend to have very classic body types, whereas I'm Mediterranean, so I have a pear-shaped body type, and that's exactly what I meant by it's such a personal thing that you need to figure out for yourself. The next thing I learned is about color. I now prioritize neutral colors. I found out which neutral colors work the best on me, mainly cream. Cream works the best on my skin and hair, like on my complexion in general, and I tend to build my outfits over that. I have learned a lot about color theory and body types and stuff this year, and it really helped as well. I'm not sure if I believe in those completely, but they certainly did improve my style. But one problem with the color theory, for example, that I had is because I have olive skin, so not all of those things apply to me. In France, a lot of women are like sort of blonde-ish. They look really good in autumnal colors, and I was really in love with those colors, and there's lots of clothing brands that sell here those kinds of colors, and I was experimenting with them and I loved it, but I also love this autumnal vibe, right? But I realized this year that that's not necessarily what works best for me. It doesn't look bad, but there are colors, for example, this blue that I think works really, really well for my skin tone. And I never used to buy colors like this because I was so interested in like doing this whole autumnal aesthetic that I was just sort of copy pasting what works for other people. But now I feel like I found more my style, which is Mediterranean organic, and I sort of named it like that because I'm Mediterranean, and my style, I realize my personal style is really inspired by the sun, the sea, the salt, and just the geography of it all, and the lifestyle that I lived all my life. And bringing it together in my outfit really makes my style shine, I feel like, and the colors that work best for me are inspired by what a lot of Mediterranean women tend to wear. Where you come from, there are certain colors that are much loved by women. There's a reason for that. It's because most women have at least a certain variety of skin tones, undertones, that work with certain colors really well. Paying attention to that can really improve your style. Another thing I learned is as well buying lots of neutral colors and mixing them. Building your wardrobe first with the neutrals and then experimenting with colorful things. You need some anchors in your wardrobe, and those neutral basic pieces are going to be those anchors so that the beautiful colorful things you have will have a place to go, will have an outfit that can be created with them. The next thing I learned is about versatility, right? And I was talking about this with the neutral colors just now. The more versatile your wardrobe, the better. When I first came here, I used to be so enchanted by those ruffled, intricate blouses, you know, those Victorian colored Cezanne blouses or something, and lacy, I don't know, some interesting designs, right? Because that's what makes French style really interesting as well, all those little intricate details and everything. But when I filled my wardrobe with those, I had nothing to wear. I absolutely had nothing to wear because you need some basics, and a lot of those items that are so shiny and attractive, they are hard to combine in many different ways. So it really restricts your wardrobe, and they are also quite costly items, right? They're intricate, they're beautiful. Now I feel also better in more simpler cuts and things. So for example, I love this blouse, and I feel like it makes me shine rather than the blouse. It just blends, like I'm part of the outfit, you see what I mean? And I prefer that, and I save money doing that, and I think it looks better and it's easier to use and combine. In France, one thing women are incredibly good at is mixing what we traditionally call masculine and feminine styles really well. They even buy men's shirts and stuff, and they mix and match really well. And I personally, in my experience, always go through like few years of incredibly masculine style and then a few years of ultra feminine style, and now this year I feel more masculine than feminine, but I also mix the two so that it's kind of striking a balance and complementing each other. And by masculine and feminine, I also mean the silhouette. I don't only mean like ruffles and feathers, you know? Feathers aren't vegan, but still. Thanks so much for watching, guys. These are all of my tips. Well, actually they're not. I'm gonna do a second part. I just realized that this is a super long video and I still have so many, and I will be filming a second part and I will upload it, and it will be linked down below and in the end screen and somewhere here, or I don't know, look around, you'll find it when I post it. And I hope that you found these useful and interesting. Thank you so much for sticking around until this point, and see you in the next video. Bye!